maybe perhaps I bring out the best in him. And I'm like, no girl, you don't bring anything out in him. Y'all are just dry.
Hey guys, welcome back to Lifestyle of the Plebe and Nameless. I'm Joan.
And I'm Coco. And this is Bunny. Say hi.
We finally made it to halfway of season 2 in Bridgerton.
Episode 4.
If you're new to this channel and you haven't already subscribed,
hit that subscribe button to get more Bridgerton reactions from us. This is actually my favorite one so far because of all the plot twists.
We start off with the modiste lady. We find out that she is in fact helping Penelope sewing the drafts of Lady Whistledown's into the dresses and then sending them off to the publishing house.
Yeah, so you were right. You were predicting she's actually going to help send it off to the publishers.
So that Penelope doesn't have to be in the front face of making Lady Whistledown moves.
Back in the countryside, the Bridgertons are getting ready for their Hearts and Flower Ball.
I love that name. And it suits them so well, too.
They're all about love and tons of flowers.
Edwina is telling Kate that she thinks that reason why Anthony didn't propose to her is because they don't get along.
Because Kate and Anthony don't get along.
And she's like, I need your help to make him fall in love with you.
Which is not a good idea, Edwina. She has it all wrong. So Edwina is trying to get Anthony and Kate together. She makes Kate sit down with them. And she's like, did you know my sister got stung by a bee?
Kate's like, yeah, I got stung. And he's like, oh, really? And she's like, I'm okay now. It's so funny because they both know and then they're just super uncomfortable around each other.
Yeah, so awkward.
Edwina hears that the men are going hunting. She brings up that Kate is actually a wonderful shooter.
And Anthony starts chuckling about it.
He's like, how can women be good shooters?
I was thinking, God, Anthony, just shut up. Just shut up. You're just digging yourself into deeper and deeper of a hole.
Kate wasn't interested in going anyways until he said that.
And Benedict was just laughing in the back. He knows what a deep hole Anthony's digging himself into. So on the hunt, it was so funny with the maid. She was just struggling the whole time with the horse and with the dirt. That's how I would be.
During their hunt, Kate was really annoyed because she had to follow the men. And she's like, you guys don't know, like, where the prey actually is. Like, I have a better instinct of where it's going to be. And I just want to, like, go on my own route.
But that's how she always is. She always feels like she knows better. Like, with her sister. Like, I know better. I know what my sister wants.
But she really did, though. She saw a deer.
She didn't end up getting one.
Because she was distracted.
Oh, yeah. She had a good reason to be distracted.
Anthony, he was seeing the way she was holding her gun to shoot at the deer, and he's like, no, let me show you how to do it the British way. So he gets really close up to her and basically, like, goes around her and teaches her how to shoot, and that was, like, super intimate.
Very. Again.
They were so close until they got distracted again. I'm really surprised. I feel like this season is slightly less racy compared to the first season.
So far, yes.
Yeah, like I was expecting like more to happen, but they kind of kept it like very...
It's calmer.
Yes.
It's more family friendly this season.
Oh yeah.
I think it's coming.
Back at the gathering, Penelope sees Colin again, and Colin mentions that he's gonna go off to see Marina.
Poor Pen.
Yes.
Her heart was broken. You're not over her yet?
I think he just needs closure. He goes off to Marina's house.
And her house is so nice.
Yes.
She has a good life.
I think she's happy in a way.
And apparently all Colin wants was to apologize to Marina. Did you feel like it was necessary? I agree with Marina. I didn't think it was necessary.
To Colin, it was necessary for him. Because I feel like he's a person that's all about making sure all of the ends are tied up.
He was saying how he said such mean things to her.
He actually did.
I didn't feel like he said anything mean to her.
He just said how he honestly felt.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit of both. Trying to see if there's another chance and seeking closure.
That's so dumb, Colin.
Marina's like, your happiness does not lie in the past with me. You need to go home. You have family and people that love you. You have Penelope. I was so, like, heartwarmed whenever she brought that up.
Completely trying to hint at him, like, look, this girl loves you. And he wasn't getting it.
Whenever Colin was telling her about, like, his adventures in Greece, She was just like,
Yeah, she didn't care.
Penn, she's always like just very interested.
Like, Marina literally has zero feelings for him now. She basically just used him for that moment last year, and he doesn't see it.
On the other hand, Daphne is trying to get to know Edwina better because his brother obviously
does not know her at all.
Edwina mentions that she knows what she wants in a man. Like, she wants someone that's even-tempered, like Anthony.
And Daphne is like, even-tempered? That does not describe Anthony at all. And Edwina was like, well, maybe perhaps I bring out the best in him. And I'm like, no, girl, you don't bring anything out in him. Y'all are just dry. Earlier when we saw Kate talking to Edwina was just like, I want this house. I want this family. I want this life for me. Mm-hmm. It wasn't anything about, oh, I love Anthony. I want Anthony. Mm-hmm. Daphne can see she's just wanting this life.
Yes. Even Daphne says that Anthony is a Bridgerton, like he needs a challenge.
And the mom can see, like, Kate would challenge him. But that's not what Anthony wants. Anthony wants someone platonic.
Right.
He doesn't want someone that he would be passionate about.
Prudence and Lady Featherington, they were playing, like, this bowling game. And it was so funny because Prudence was, like, upset. She was like, Cousin Jack doesn't even look at me. Like, he's over there with the Cowper lady.
Prudence basically gives the mom ideas about entrapping the Lord Featherington.
Oh, because Marina did it last time.
She's like, it's not so uncommon. It happens all the time that a man gets entrapped into a marriage. And Lady Featherington, light bulb goes off again. And I'm like, oh, good Lord. What is she going to do now?
Her poor daughter.
She's always up to something.
So we come to the ball at night. Lady Featherington's like, well, why don't you go to the orangery?
And then she conspires to get the Lord Featherington there too. And entraps him to marry Prudence. I can't believe it. This woman will not stop to get what she wants.
She's like, oh, what are you doing to my young daughter?
Who's unchaperoned. She made sure to point that out. So that people will make the correct conclusion that she wants.
Lord Featherington was super confused.
So was Penn. Yes. I was like, what?
Excuse me. And Prudence was like, oh, okay. I would love to marry you.
It took her a little while, but she finally got there.
They got what they wanted. Partially.
Because the Lord is like, well, so we're just going to be a poor family. I hope this teaches her a lesson, because she's always meddling and stuff.
And so it turns out maybe Lord Featherington wasn't, like, as bad of a person. He was just trying to help out the family.
Yeah, he was just forced to have to be with Cressida. Yeah. Just for her money.
And Philippa actually didn't even pay her dowry yet.
No. They gave them a fake necklace. I'm thinking Penn's gonna have to step in.
Yeah.
Right?
Lady Bridgerton finds Eloise a dance partner, Lord Morrison.
He was not appealing.
Mm-mm.
I did not like him.
He was basically insulting all of the other girls while complimenting her.
Eloise quits dancing with him and runs off.
I know. He was so funny. He was like, you can't just run off. People are going to think that, like, I did something to you.
He did.
It was so sad because her mom came up to her and be like, I invited Lord Morrison just for you because he shares your rebellious spirits.
And Eloise was like, that's what you call me? You just think I'm rebellious.
She was so upset and ran back to her room. Penelope sees Colin at the ball again, and she was asking how his visit with Marina was. And Colin talks about how if Lady Whistledown didn't reveal Marina's scandal real soon, like, they may be in a different place now, like hinting him and Marina being happily together.
Poor Pen. She was so sad. Like, that was an insult to her with the Lady Whistledown thing.
Yeah, because that's her.
He doesn't deserve Pen. He's so immature. Penelope's like leagues ahead of him.
She deserves someone so much better.
I'm not shipping them anymore.
The Poland ship has crashed.
And burned.
And burned. Mm-hmm. At the ball, Edwina is dancing with Anthony. She tells Kate after her dance that, yo, he's gonna try to get your permission to propose to me. So you have to dance with him next.
Edwina's just got it all wrong. All wrong. Everyone in the room was looking at them. Lady Danbury had her eyes glued to the couple.
She's like, is this gonna be the dance where they reveal their feelings for each other?
It was really hot. You can tell they had their feelings for each other out there on the dance floor.
I felt throughout the dance.
But then, of course, Kate has to draw it back in and say, hey, you gonna propose to my sister or what?
And he's like, do you want me to?
Just dancing around the issue.
And he's like, do you want me to reconsider my decision? And I felt like that was like his point of like making his feelings, you know, showing a little bit of that to her.
I feel like he hasn't even dealt with it himself. Mm-hmm. So he doesn't even really know.
Yeah, I feel like
he's going with
both of them have been avoiding the issue internally. Kate brings up that she's going to go back to India once she marries off Edwina.
And Anthony kind of freaks out. Like, what? You're just going to leave her here?
But I felt like he was saying, what, you're just going to leave me?
Yes, he was. He was worried that he would never see her again. So he stops dancing and runs away. And Edwina freaks out, like, where is he going? What did you do to him?
Did you upset him again?
So Kay's got to go after him, and they find themselves in the library, where they were the night before, where they had their little encounter.
It was the dark walk for them. That was, like, a really hot scene.
The library?
Yes.
They have all the hot scenes in the library. So he gets super close to her, and is like, tell me you don't have feelings for me. And she can't say it. She can't.
And he was like, I'm a gentleman. Oh, I was like,
and I'm like, are you really? Because you're really close to her right now. So Daphne walks in, and she's like, oh, sorry.
Excuse me.
She apologizes.
Unlike Anthony, who in the first season pushes them away.
Yeah, runs over and punches the Duke. So Anthony goes out to talk to Daphne. Like, it wasn't what you were thinking.
And Daphne's like, you know, you did this to me last year. And we were under the same circumstances, her and Simon.
Anthony was quick to point out, but nothing actually happened between me and Kate. Which is true.
Well, until Daphne walked in.
Yeah, something was going to happen, though. Daphne tells him, like, look, clearly you got feelings for Kate. And he's like, what kind of feelings? She aggravates me. And she's like, no, you love her.
And you can't hide these feelings because they always come to the surface.
Anthony's like, well, I know what I gotta do now. Because he's trying to run away from love.
Mm-hmm. So I felt like that was like his signal to immediately propose to Edwina.
So the next day, it is time to leave back for the city.
And as soon as she was about to get on the carriage, Kate stopped her and was like, Edwina, I have something to tell you.
But she gets interrupted by Anthony. Anthony gets on his knees.
At first, she was thinking that Anthony was asking for her, like, a question.
Yeah.
And he's just like, oh, no, not you, Edwina. And he proposes to Edwina.
That was out of nowhere.
I know, and Edwina's just like, oh my god, yes, I would want to be your Viscountess.
Not that, oh my god, I love you. Yes, I will marry you. She just wants the title.
Yeah.
And want the life.
It surprised me because Lady Danbury was smiling.
I think Lady Danbury is just very mannered. She's very well mannered.
Yeah. And then Daphne and Lady Bridgerton were just shocked.
Daphne was like, but that's not the right person.
It's like, didn't we just, like, have this talk last night?
Yeah.
And then the look on Kate's face. So sad.
Well, she can go back to India.
I found it funny that the ring was very Bridgerton, too. Like, it was a flower with the pearls on it.
Yeah. What do you think is going to happen now with this little triangle they have?
Since they're engaged now?
Yeah.
The time between their engagement to the wedding. Like, how soon would the wedding be? Question mark. Anything could change, right?
You think he'll actually dump Edwina for Kate in the end?
Has to, right?
That would be so devastating. Now that they're engaged, for you to break an engagement off with her.
That really damages the female's name, right?
I mean, it would really just hurt her psyche. Because before they weren't actually, like, dating. They were just talking.
And will Kate actually accept him if he does dump Edwina? If you stay with us till this point, thank you, and leave us a ring emoji.
Because now we got an engagement and a wedding to plan. Actually, two, because now Prudence is also engaged to the Lord Featherington.
I don't think their wedding will be that big.
No, not at all.
Not much planning required.
It'll be like Finches.
If you enjoyed watching this video, please give us a thumbs up.
And hit that subscribe button to join the PLEB family for more videos from us.
And ring that notification bell so you get all of our updates.
You can find us on Instagram at PLEB Nameless. We have lots of exclusive content for you there.
Thanks for watching. See you guys next time on Lifestyle of the Plebe and Nameless.
Bye.
Bye.